All right. Are we good?
I think so.
Okay.
Look at your camera, not the monitor.
I'll try my best. I did it when I opened the last time.
Yeah, so did I. And then I immediately...
never did it again. Okay. Welcome to Linsey and Maile's open mic,
where we talk about anything and everything.
Roll the intro.
We don't have one.
We'll get one.
Probably not.
All right. Hey, now we have a logo.
You know, we're official now.
I forget that this is also a podcast. And so I'm like, check out the TV.
I know. I'm like, this place is so fancy. They're just listening
and the
to
listeners
us.
are like,
it just sounds better.
Looks like Spotify to me.
Also, yes, I'm sick. You can hear it in my voice. And I'm going to be coughing.
I'll try to cut out the coughs if I can.
I'll try to hold my coughs until like one of us are
Nobody's talking?
Yeah.
Or there's a pause? See, like that would have been a really good time.
I took a deep breath instead of coughing.
All right. Do we have a plan? I guess the game. I guess we can talk about Universal.
Oh, yeah. We did come from Universal today.
Hey, guys. We were at Universal an hour ago. Literally an hour ago. And for reference, it's 2:48.
Oopsies.
We were leaving the Universal parking lot an hour ago. Generally.
I love my life.
Well, no, we kind of got back around this time.
Yeah.
So
we left it like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Give or take. But yeah, we did early park admission.
I scammed them.
we did scam Universal.
Because I don't have the fancy Universal pass that lets me in for early park, but I have Mia's old pass that's expired. And so they let me in with my like normal daytime annual pass, and then I'm supposed to go with like all the regular people.
Oh yeah. For those of you who don't know how it works, you can get, if you have a like park ticket, you can get into Islands of Adventures at 8, but they like corral you in front of the like lagoon that's there. And then if you have early park admission, which is like the preferred and like the premier pass, annual passes, and then like if you pay for it, I think.
No,
and
it's
if you stay at the hotel.
It's the hotels. I don't think you can pay for early park, can you?
I don't know. I'm
I
guess
sure
it
you
doesn't
could.
matter. It's at least the hotels and
something
annual
else.
passes, the top 2 annual passes. I have it because it also gets us the free parking. She does not. But Mia had the old pass expired, like she said.
Mm-hmm.
And all you do is like flash them the card, and each card is a different color, so they know to look for like 2 specific colors.
Yeah.
And that's it. So we literally just held up the pass, and they were like, blue and blue, you're good.
Yeah, because my normal pass is like a dark purple.
It's like a purple.
It's like a color down here if you're watching.
It's a purple color.
It's like dark purple. And then so like I just whip out Mia's old pass, and they're just like, yeah, okay, you're good. And I'm like, okay then.
Okie dokie, whatever you say. So, okay, anyway, so we get there, we get early park admission, and we go straight to Velocicoaster. Obviously, the only 2 sections open for early park is Jurassic Park and Harry Potter section. I don't even know if River Adventure is open.
I think it's just Velocicoaster.
Yeah, I think it's just Velocicoaster and
Hagrid's.
And maybe Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat is open, but I don't know if it runs like the land, because you have to walk through Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
But Toon Lagoon and Marvel Island, or Superhero Island, not open. But the 2 rides, Velocicoaster and Hagrid's, they're open. Hagrid's already like a 100-minute wait.
After we had already ran Velocicoaster twice, I checked the wait for Hagrid's, and it was at 105 minutes.
And this was still basically early. Like the park hadn't opened yet.
Yeah. Because Velocicoaster it said 15 minutes, but we walked on
We
both
walked
times.
on that thing. We literally walked straight on. We didn't see another person until we were like on the coaster.
Yeah.
Like that's, yeah. So we looped that twice. And then what do we do? Cast some spells?
Yeah, because I wasn't feeling well.
Oh yeah, she wasn't feeling well. Like always.
Okay, pause. We went when you had the sickness that you gave me.
Yeah.
We went and you're like, I can't ride that ride.
Yeah, you're right.
And I went on it twice. And then I was like,
Yeah. Well, this is also like...
I was sick on Thursday. So
yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's my 4th day.
I guess I went on my 4th day too, huh?
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't shut down when I'm sick too.
Yeah. So I was down and out, and you were like, all right, I'm okay.
Oh, okay, fine. But yeah, yesterday, we'll get to this later. Yesterday or 2 days ago, fresh out of a fever, I went to the UCF football game and tailgated.
But the tailgate was only like an hour?
Yeah, and I don't drink, so it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, so she was just around the people. But it was also raining.
Oh, it was?
Later on.
Most of the time.
Anyway, so we get done with we cast our spells. Her wand is not working. It's working poorly.
Well, I mean, they fixed it.
They did. They fixed it.
They said
they fixed it.
They called it a wand repair.
Wand repair.
And they gave me a new
one. And it was just getting another
yeah.
box with the same wand in it and giving it to her.
Yippee.
But then after that, we had to so we have the new gen wands, so we can do quests and whatnot. And we were doing that, and we were doing the dueling. I don't even know.
I think it's dueling.
The dueling club. And it's some adventure, and at the end of it, you fight the little dummy that they have, and we go up to the dummy, and mine's working fine, so I cast my spell and I do the thing and whatever, and then Lindsay's she's sitting there trying to connect her wand, and she wants to get rid of the box because she already has a box back at home, and so she asked the lady at the spell,
at the station. I don't know.
She was like, can I throw away the box?
I was just I didn't want to carry the box around. That's awkward.
Yeah.
And I did walk away when the person fixed my wand. I walked away, and then she followed us. Was like, hey, you need your box. And then I opened my app to scan the box again and reconnect my wand. It was already connected.
So maybe they didn't give you a new box. Maybe they just or a new wand.
Maybe.
But then why would they? They definitely gave you a new wand.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so she's like, yeah, it's connected. And the lady checks her wand, and she's like, are you guys doing the same adventure? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, I'm just going to check off this spell for you, and you can do the end. Because the ending part is the cool part.
Yeah.
Because that's when you're fighting the dummy, and it has all these effects and stuff. There's wind, and the dummy moves.
You're actually
dueling. You're fighting it. And so she's like, yeah, whatever. So she gets done with that. And she does her little fight, and she wins or whatever. And we're like, oh, okay, great. And then we go to walk away, and the lady at the spell stops us, and she goes, do you guys have Express? And we were like, no. And she was like, is it just the two of you in your party? And we were like, yeah. And then she was like, take this. And she handed us a stack of Express tickets.
She gave us we each had 2 Express passes that we could use. Obviously, we couldn't use it at the rides we wanted to ride.
Right, which is Hagrid's and Velocicoaster.
But
again, Velocicoaster we already ridden, so it would just be for Hagrid's.
But we just got 2 free Express passes.
2 free Express passes to use at either park.
Yep.
So we were like, what the heck? Literally doing nothing.
And then we kept walking around trying to find a ride to use the Express on, and all the wait times were low.
Everything was a walk-on.
I'm like, perfect. The one day we don't need an Express pass, and we get 2 of them for free.
That's probably why they were giving it out. They're just like, oh, whatever. We have to meet a quota. Here you go. I kept comparing it to the Disney pixie dusting.
Oh yeah.
Where they're like, hey, here, random family, take this magical adventure or come meet so-and-so princess and you get to walk around. I don't know. I don't really know what pixie dusting is, but I know it's Disney magic or whatever. I was like, dude, we just got Universaled.
We just got
Universaled. I don't even, is there a word for it? I was trying to think of some magical thing.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, literally nothing. We got Universaled. I guess that's literally
It's the best we're going to come up with.
So stupid and dumb. Oh well. But yeah, so we walked away doing absolutely nothing with 2 free Express passes.
Yeah.
And then
and a working wand.
And finished casting all of our spells. And we go and we hit Kong because it was a 5-minute wait.
Yeah.
And then after that we were like, oh, we'll use our Express passes for Ripsaw. 5-minute wait. And then we were like, oh, well, maybe we'll go to Islands because we always have to hit Men in Black.
Exactly.
So we were like, oh, we'll use the Express Pass for the train because we wanted to use these Express Pass. They were only for today.
Yeah.
Only. And so we were like, we'll just use it on whatever. And we get to the train, 5-minute wait.
We were like, you're kidding.
We were like, okay. And so we get on, we go over to Studios, and we get Mel's for lunch because I've been craving a cheeseburger for a week and a half now. And I'm
really
like,
long time.
I'm like, I gotta get my cheeseburger.
You don't really eat burgers,
No,
too.
I don't. That's the thing. So I was like, what the heck? And I didn't want like a McDonald's or like a Wendy's burger. I wanted like a cheeseburger. And then, so obviously we got one at Mel's, and it was really good. I don't know why I've been like, I gotta have the burger. I need it.
Well, and there's so many other burger places. Like, but what if we went to Mel's and got a burger?
Okay, well, in my mind, I was like, we can crank out Islands, and then we'll go to Studios, and Mel's is just there. And because the other burger place is expensive. That's what we know. It was like Richter's Burgers. And it's like more expensive than Mel's.
And by more expensive, it's like $2 or $3 more. But
right, but $2 or $3 is $2
that's
or $3.
a lot.
And Mel's is like, okay, I'm gonna be so for real. Universal food is like actually really good.
Oh yeah.
The theme park food, it's like delicious, and the price is like very reasonable. It's like an average. Like my meal today was $11.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And I got a gluten-free meal.
Exactly.
And there wasn't an upcharge for it.
Yeah. And I'm like, I feel like I could get an $11 meal anywhere else, you know?
Yeah. And I can praise Universal because when I have to put like I have an allergy down on everything, and they take it so seriously.
Oh yeah. They like come out and they're like, is it an allergy? And she's like, yeah. And then they go back and prepare it, and then the chef, him or herself, brings out the thing, and they're like, here's the gluten-free.
Yeah. They come out, the server asks, like the original person asks, and then they get like the head chef or whatever, and they come out and they're like, is this an allergy? And I'm like, yes, it is. And they're like, I'm personally going to prepare your meal for you. And then so they prepare my meal and give it to me, and it's so nice.
Like sometimes they even have like the chef hat on.
I know.
And they're like walking.
I'm like, ooh.
They're like, here's your meal. But so we hit Mel's, and then after Mel's, obviously we go to Men in Black, and then Men in Black. It was
bad.
It was a 25-minute wait. And we used our express pass.
Oh yeah, because because this was at like noon, and we had to leave by 1 to be here.
So we were like, we'll just run it like really quick.
And it was 25 minutes. We're like, oh, that's such a long wait. Let's use our express pass.
The express pass. And it was so, we were like walking. Okay, first of all, every time we're at Universal and we see someone using an express pass, we're always like, what a waste of an express pass.
Because we don't really wait in lines if they're more than like 20 minutes.
Right.
So like we're getting in line, and there's people like for a 5-minute wait, and people are using their express passes, and we're like, man, what a waste of an express pass.
What a waste of an express pass. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. But then we got to this Men in Black express line, and we were like, this is nice.
Yeah.
Like this is luxury.
We were being like awful in the Green Gots line too.
Oh, it was so bad. But we were like,
this is what rich people feel like. Like, look at what it is. Look, I can see this side.
I've never seen this side of the queue before.
We stopped walking and just stood in the middle of the Green Gots area, and it was like, man, it looks so good from this side. And we just were walking by all these.
We were just in the middle, like under the giant chandelier, and there was like a line of people. Green Gots was 45 minutes, so obviously we were using the other express for that. But we were like, but we got to like for Men in Black, we got to skip the pre-show. The pre-show is the worst part of that line.
Oh yeah,
I hate the pre-show so much.
And there's no need for it. It's not even a show. Not. It's just an over.
No, you go into a room and they like play something, and then you go into another room and you're in an elevator, and then you're done. That's the pre-show. But it just is so unnecessary. I get it. It's to like space out the people, but I'm just like, I couldn't care less. Make the long line like the line longer. I don't know, but. Anyway, Men in Black, it was buns. We did really bad.
You didn't.
Okay, I started off really bad.
Oh, I did. I beat Miley in the first room.
Yeah, and
I beat Miley and Men in Black in the first room.
We got out of the first room, and she had like 16 or 18,000, and I had 14,000, and I was like, man, I'm doing really bad. And then by the end of it, you had 100,000 and I had 500.
Yeah.
So, I got the average score. We got Galaxy Defender again. That's all I care about. But then we went to Green Gots 45 minutes, used the express, and we were acting all cocky and
like, man, this is what money can buy
this
you.
This is what luxury feels like.
And then the first lady like took our little paper express passes, and then there's a second checkpoint for the Green Gots thing, and she's like, where are your passes? And we're like, we don't have them.
She took them back there. We had the paper ones, and she was like, all right. And she
just like, come up there.
I was like, we could have literally just lied to this woman's face. And
she would not have cared. We could have just cut the line and nobody would have noticed.
And I was like, all right, yep. Hey, it's working for us. And then we like went to that pre-show and it was like oddly like quiet.
Oh yeah, like because all the express people go into one elevator and all the other people go into one, and nobody was talking
Nobody
in
said
the
a
elevator.
word. And we were just like standing there and we were like, what the heck? We were talking.
Yeah.
And then we like quieted down because no one else was.
And I'm like, I felt off for talking. And like, it was weird.
I know. But I was like, maybe this is what the rich people do. Maybe they just don't talk.
Oh, and the screens were glitching.
Oh, the screens were awful. But it was like the back panels that like nobody really looks at.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do? But then we hopped on Gringotts and then we rode the ride.
Yeah. Booked it out of here.
Yep. And then we were gone.
And now we're here.
Yep.
And that's been our day so far.
Okay. Well, what are you going to do?
Talk about the UCF football game.
Oh, right. UCF football.
We won. Yes.
We demolished.
Absolutely killed.
It wasn't as brutal as the FSU kill against whoever they were playing.
Oh yeah, it's 77-3.
Yeah, how did they score 3 points? Like, how does that even work?
Field goal is 3 points.
Oh.
If you do it when it's not after a touchdown, it's 3 points.
And if you do it with a touchdown?
That's your extra point, because the touchdown is 6 points. And then through the goalpost is the extra point, which makes it 7.
Which is 1?
Yes.
Okay. I'm still learning how football works.
Yeah,
so
we went with my friend Jackson, who was supposed to be here today.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a special guest, but as you can see, no one else in the room.
So we'll take this second to look directly at the camera and shame him. Okay.
So this was my first college football game I'm not going to count. I have been to an FSU game, but we were literally we were literally there for 20 minutes. We left because we were losing like brutally, like it was bad.
Ooh.
And so 20 minutes again, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I've learned I really like clapping. I've learned I really like chanting. I've learned I'm getting into football. Football is really fun when you have a team to cheer for.
Yes.
But if you're just like watching it, it's kind of like, hey, what's the point?
I've been saying this for a while now.
Yeah, like I feel like, because like I feel like I wanted to be like a football person, but then I like turn on a team and I'm like, I couldn't care less about either of these people. Yeah. So I'm like,
I mean, I guess like normally people go for like whatever state they live in, so you could go for the Bucks, but you don't really care for the Bucks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was like really big fan. I was like I watched Super Bowl when the Bucks were playing, and I was like, this is nice. Okay. I didn't understand a thing that was going on, but I was like, yeah, go Florida.
So you're not a family that like did the like Super Bowl parties or anything?
No, never.
My family used to like hold like big Super Bowl parties, and we would like take bets. On like scores and stuff. Yeah. I used to make money on Super Bowl Sunday.
No, we've never done that. We barely like. I literally only watch it Super Bowl for the commercials, and they've been going downhill recently.
Yeah, they were bad last year. I don't want to talk about that.
And halftime.
No, halftime. Oh, halftime was good last year.
Halftime was Kendrick.
Yeah.
So that was good. But besides that.
But now, these guys.
Now I'm a fan. Now I am a fan.
Thank you, Taven Jackson.
Is that his name?
That's the quarterback.
That's the quarterback.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. He was doing, yeah. Thank you. And I think people like Frost, right?
Yes.
He's better than the other coach, apparently.
Yes. No, Gus was awful. So.
Okay. Again, I wouldn't know. I never paid attention to UCF football. In fact, I don't pay attention to any college football. I don't know the coaches. It like baffles me that people know the coaches. I'm like, what the heck?
I don't know the coach. I used to know the coach from Michigan, but he's pro now.
Oh, okay. Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only know Scott Frost because there's a cardboard cutout of him sitting right outside of this
room.
room.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Actually, none of these are Taven Jackson, but it's okay.
No, he's not.
Oh yeah, back to it.
Okay.
We were doing so well in the game. We were on to our third string quarterback by the end of the game.
Oh yeah, they were just throwing people in the game. Everyone around us was like, something happened and they were like, and there's so and so running the ball, and the people around us was like, I've never heard that name in my life. Like that is how they were just like putting people in. They're like, go.
You're like, we're winning so bad, you literally cannot mess this up.
Yeah, touch the field, it'll be fun.
Go play something. Go get out there type of thing.
But like We scored a touchdown in like the first 10 seconds of the game. It was actually crazy.
Because we caught the kickoff ball and then ran it back for a touchdown.
Yeah, and apparently that was our first touchdown off kickoff ball since 2017.
Yeah.
UCF fun fact. So, anyway. But.
Drink out of my universal water bottle.
She bought that today at the pass holder lounge in Toon Lagoon. Okay, I'm done. But yeah, like the beginning, I wasn't even paying attention because I was like,
all of a sudden there's a touchdown.
Yeah, all of a sudden people started cheering, and I looked towards the thing, and I see this dude running at the like the.
Oh, you should talk about how scared you were when they started warming up.
Oh my God!
I don't think I warned her well enough.
Because my life like flashed before my eyes. We were in the student section. Okay, well, first of all, we get in and we sit like kind of to the side.
We didn't even talk about the rain.
Oh, should we like backtrack?
Let's completely backtrack.
Okay. Hey guys, we're getting to the tailgate. Okay. So we get to tailgate. It's a blackout game. Okay, well, first of all, we're in our apartment, and Jackson, who again was supposed to be here but is not, is picking us up. And he says he's going to be there by 3. And so we're ready by 1:30 at the latest.
Oh, yeah, we were ready to go.
And so 3 rolls around and he's like, hey, guys, it's actually going to be 3:15. Actually, I think it was like 2.
He was like, it's going to be 3:15.
It's going to be 3:15. So we were like, okay, whatever, like 15 minutes, what's going to happen? And then 3 hits and he's like, hey, guys, it's going to be 3:30 actually.
And do you want to know why?
He was acclimatizing shrimp.
Yep.
You heard me right.
He bought shrimp and he needed to acclimatize them. And he rushed the process. And because instead of just leaving them in the bag in the tank while we went to a football game so he could fully acclimatize, one of his shrimp died.
So you get what you get.
Yeah.
And then but the shrimp are like $2. So it's not like a big loss. It's not any like tropical shrimp. They're like baby shrimp.
They're like the little tiny freshwater shrimp. So,
one is it's like one.
That one's being fed to Tito.
Have you heard the thing that's like 1 in a trillion?
Yeah.
It's like that. But so that's why we were late. But again, I don't think we minded.
No.
Because again, we weren't driving.
All I knew is that because we went with him, we got free hot dogs.
Yep.
So that's
and then we got a free hot dog, and then we paid for a hot dog. Anyway.
Yeah, but that second one was needed.
The second one was really good too.
Oh.
And we'll get to that. So we get to the tailgate. We're walking in and whatever, and we're like, all right, where do we need to go? And he's like, I really don't know. I'm going to take you to the engineering tent. Maybe.
Okay.
And the people I know will be there. Maybe. And so we get over there, and he's like, okay, well, there's not hot dogs. There's hamburgers. I was thrilled because, again, I've been wanting a hamburger for a while.
This is before she got her hamburger fix.
Yes. And then we leave for maybe 5 minutes and then come back and the hamburgers are gone.
Yeah, and there's hot dogs suddenly everywhere.
Suddenly there's hot dogs. And so we get our hot dogs. We eat them up, and then Jackson keeps getting like FaceTime calls of like all these different people. We were under the impression that Jackson didn't know anyone.
That's what he told us. He's like, I don't really know anybody.
Turns out he knows the entire school. Yep. So
everywhere we went, Jackson's running into someone he knows.
Yeah, Jackson's knowing people, or he's on a FaceTime call, or he's like getting connections, anything. After that, we hit the frats, and by hit the frats, we looped the outskirts of the frats, and then it went immediately back to Memory Mall.
Jackson knew somebody in the frat area.
Oh, yeah.
And we couldn't find them.
But their FaceTime call wasn't connecting.
So we left the frat area because also it was parent weekend or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So there were a million people
everywhere. There's so many people. It was actually packed. And then we go back to Memory Mall. We run a few more tents. We hit the swim tent.
Yes. Because Nicole was there.
Yes.
And Nicole begged me to drink, and I didn't.
She didn't give in.
Like, she was on her knees.
Like, literally. Like she was on her knees, being like, just take a sip.
I'm a strong soldier.
I guess so. She offered me a drink.
You took it.
I took it. Anyway, moving on.
No twee, though. Oh, and we did end up convincing Jackson to get his own tailgate tent.
Yes, tailgate tent, tailgate
grill.
Tailgate cooler.
We're trying to convince him to just have a set up area so
that we don't have to go around to the tents and we can just like stay put in one area.
Yeah.
And like have our hot dogs, have our drinks, because nobody had water.
Literally
Absolutely
nobody had water.
So we were like, Jackson doesn't drink and Linsey doesn't drink. So we were like, if Jackson has a tailgate tent, we'll just have a cooler full of water.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone would be surrounding our tent because.
And that's how we're gonna make friends.
Exactly. We'll just be like, if you want a water,
give me $1.
Yep. Give me $1 and also maybe your friendship. I don't know. But
$1 first, friendship later.
You gotta priorities.
Exactly.
So after that, I think Jackson was like, let's start heading towards the arena. And then we were like, okay. Because again, we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah. We were just following him around.
And so
we went to the sponsor tents where all the sponsors were.
Well, I think didn't we do that later?
It was right before we went into the arena.
Jackson was like, it's going to rain. Let's go see if they'll let the students in so then we can sit in the arena or the stadium.
Oh, under the cover. Yeah.
Under the cover because it's like better there. And so we were like, okay. So we head over there. And then he was like, I don't know if they're letting students in. Let's just hit the sponsor tents. So we were like, all right, let's hit the sponsor tents. So we go over there. We hit IKEA first. It was all right.
Yeah, they had like a sparkling thing. Some drink. It was not good.
It was, what's their little berries called?
Linden
berries or something like that.
I don't know.
And then Jackson hits the Publix cart, gets some ice cream. And then we go over to this other tent and we're like looking at the stuff and then it immediately starts downpouring. So luckily we were like under shelter, but like when I tell you it was like nothing to torrential downpour. It was nothing to torrential downpour.
And then like it was like boom,
yeah,
like the thunder was crazy.
It was so bad. And we're just like under this tent, and every like time the like wind would change, we'd have to like shuffle closer to like the center.
Yeah,
and everyone was like, there was maybe like 4
ish,
like 7 or 8 people like in the tent with us, like other people in the tent with us. The tent is not that big. This is a standard tent size. And all of us are like huddled, and there's like a giant table in the middle of the tent too, so we're all like squished.
We're all just like somewhat leaning over the table.
And like they eventually grabbed this like tarp to like hang up the back so the rain wouldn't be like blowing in as much. And then the tent next to us was a brewery tent.
Yeah.
So they started tossing beers to us. And we
They're
were
like, you want a beer? We're throwing beers.
Which one do you want? And they like started throwing us the beers. And then we were just standing there. Jackson bought his Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, yeah.
That is how bad it was. It was raining so bad that Jackson was like, I'll buy the ticket.
Yeah. Because we were there long enough for him to go through the process of buying his ticket on his phone.
Yeah.
And we still had time after that.
So then like the rain started to lighten up. And either you or Jackson were like, I think this is the light it's going to get. We should book it to the stadium.
Yeah.
And just like beg them to let us in. Because we were like, we had tickets, obviously. Yeah. But we didn't know if they were like scanning tickets at the time. So we were like,
because technically they didn't start letting people in till 5:30. And it was probably 5. Yeah. So we were like, just let us in. It's raining.
Please. So we ran through the like, now it's like a slightly less torrential downpour. But it was still like bad.
And then like Jackson like jumps this rope and it's immediately into a puddle.
Oh yeah, and I didn't even know there was a rope there. I thought he just jumped for like
just for glee.
Yeah. I came across the rope and I was like, man.
There's a rope and he's like, careful, there's a puddle there.
Careful, there's a puddle and there's a giant rope we have to cross over. And so we run. We don't even. There's like security poles,
and we just walk through them.
I'm pretty sure like they started going off.
So he went through. He's like, I'm good, and then we went through, and both of us
set it off,
and we just kept walking.
And then we kept going. But we were also both wearing jeans. I think it was probably our buttons, and you had your literally everything. You
we had our buttons.
Oh, we did have our buttons. We have our little like game pins that we like stick on. We did have those, and she also had our
everyone's
phones
wallets,
and our wallets
I
and
had
keys.
My little like clear bag that they're allowed in the stadium, and we stuffed both of our stuff in there. So it was just that probably set it off.
That was probably the thing that was like. Anyway, so we pass through security. We get to the tent where they scan the tickets at. And
Jackson's fails, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. We get there and they're like, "Hey, can you please let us in?" And they were like, "Yeah, just like, yeah, just come on."
Yeah.
And so we're like, "All right." And Jackson goes to scan his ticket and it immediately fails.
It's like,
and we were like, "Oh," and I was like, "I guess I'll try." And I work.
I go through perfectly easy.
And we're like waiting for Jackson and he's like fumbling with his phone. He eventually gets it. And then we head into the stadium, and there's like a good like couple of people in there. We get little crowns.
Oh yeah, some lady was just saying this. She's like, "Do you want a crown?" And we're like, "Yeah, we want a crown.
We'll take it."
Oh, and Jackson has his hard hat on.
Oh
too.
yeah, he has his like UCF hard hat on. Because
that makes sense.
He made it. It's a custom hard hat. Not even custom. It's a hard hat he bought off of Amazon and he stuck a stickers on it. Sticker to it. And he was like, yeah, people bang my head when I have this thing on.
Nobody banged his head the entire
Nobody
time.
did that. We had to do it.
We banged his head because I didn't want him to feel like left out.
Because we also told him to wear the hat. Well, he brought the hat, and then we were like, you should wear it.
You should wear it, yeah.
And so we get in. There's like a few people, and then Jackson just walks.
Yep.
And he's walking through the stadium, and we're like, I don't know where we're going, so we just follow along. And then he gets to like this one section. He's like, yeah, it's better over there. Trust me. And so we're like, okay. And so we keep walking. When we first started walking, it felt like forever.
Oh, yeah.
Like it felt like we were just looping the stadium.
Well, because you come in at this like this entrance, and the student section we were trying to get to is like
the other
over
side,
here.
right?
It's like half the walk around.
So we were like walking, and I was like, okay. And every time he would be like, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. Trust me. Like this one's good. Like this side is good. And we were like, okay. Whatever you say.
And then I was like, I just remembered, I was like so thankful because it was raining, and when the last football game I went to, we got there and we were like the first people in line to get let into the stadium. And Jackson was like, we have to run to the other side of the stadium. And Megan and I were with him, and we're like, what?
Did you have to?
Yep. Oh, because he just started running, and you saw how fast he runs. So fast. Jackson is so fast for no reason, and so he just takes off. Spencer takes off after him, and Megan and I are like, I don't know.
Was everyone else running?
Yes. Oh, trying to get to the good spot so they could get right at the front.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'm like, wait, I don't know where I'm going.
I would have let them roam, and then we were like, I can shove my way through.
Yeah.
I know people up there, but we eventually get there. There's like a good like crowd of people just like at the entrance. It
30 people.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. And so we're standing there and we wait a while, and then Jackson goes, so when are you guys thinking about getting the hot dogs? Because he told us that the bounce house has student like hot dog boxes that are like, if you're a student there, or student concessions. Yeah. And if you're a student there, you get $5. For $5 you get a hot dog, chips, water, and 2 cookies. And that's a pretty good deal. And so we were like, yeah, we'll do that. There's also a deal that's like, for if you're a student there, it's a hot dog, popcorn, and a water. And I was like, that's still $2.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I don't know how much stadium stuff costs.
No, that's cheap.
But I was like, dang. And so we're waiting there, and he's like, do you guys want the hot dog? And we were like, yeah, we'll take the hot dog. And so he leads us back to the other side of like where we entered from. That's where the concessions is. And he goes, we were like, when we were leaving, I was like, where is this place? And he was like, yeah, it's right around the corner. And then we kept walking. We found the corner, and then we just kept going. Right
around the corner, and it's a round stadium.
Right. Yeah, right around the corner. I'm at the other side of the stadium. And so we finally get there. It's still kind of raining, so we have to like stand out in the rain while we're like
ordering the things. Yeah.
And also we're drenched.
So yeah, we've given up. We've completely given up on trying to like stay dry.
Yeah. We were like, we'll forget it.
And like we have like the one bathroom he points out to us, you have to walk into the rain. And then we walk back from concessions, and there's an inside bathroom.
So we were like, well, what the heck? So we get our hot dogs, and we go back to our area, and we start chowing down, and it was actually really good.
It was a good hot dog.
So good. And then we ate the chips.
I had hot dog, no bun.
Yep. I had hot dog with bun.
Yeah.
And then I had my chips, and then I also had my cookie and my water. And like I was so dehydrated that we had like Dasani.
Yes.
And we were like,
I didn't care.
We were chugging that thing.
I did not care.
It actually tasted like really good, probably because I was so like.
It was cold and
yes,
nice.
And so after we eat, Jackson gets a few more FaceTime calls or whatever. And then
we're just
eventually,
we're literally just sitting on the ground.
Sitting on the ground, like in front of the opening to the actual stadium seating. And Jackson eventually goes, he starts looking on Facebook Marketplace for his tent.
Oh, right.
And his grill and his cooler.
He's like, I can get a deal on this. I'm like,
he's like, I can do that. And then he's like, we're like, yeah, I think like that would be a really good idea. And then he starts convincing himself. He's like, if it doesn't work out, everyone needs a tent. you know, when I get older, I'm going to be a dad. Like every dad has a grill. We're like,
he's like, Dad just have random stuff in their garage. This will be my random stuff in my garage. Exactly. And we're like, whatever you need to hear, Jackson.
Whatever. And he's like, we're just like, uh-huh. And we were telling him, we're like, I think it would be like a pretty cool idea. And he's like, yeah, I think I can get a table. I think having a table would just be really good for me. We're like, okay, yeah, whatever you say.
He's got to convince himself of it.
And I hope it works.
Yeah.
I'm
and then he kept like asking everyone. He's like, "What do you think it's a good idea if I do this?"
Everyone
tent
that was like FaceTiming, that he was FaceTiming him, he would be like, I'm thinking about getting it, like setting up a tent. Like, do you think it's gonna be a good idea? And then he started looking up how to like reserve a spot to tailgate. Now my like hopes are really up. Like I really
hope he does this because if not, I'm gonna be very sad.
I'm gonna be really upset,
and I'm never gonna hang out with him again.
No, of course. And so we finally go up to like join the crowd because he's like, yeah, people I know in the crowd, they're saying they're gonna let us in about 5 minutes. And we're like, of course, you know, people in this 30 something crowd that are just like outside. And so we go up there and we're waiting. And I think it was either you or me. I'm like,
oh, I said it. I was like, when are they gonna let us up there? And immediately they were just like, okay.
Rushing us up. We were like, okay. And so we run up.
We're all holding on to each other.
Oh yeah, we're in like a conga line, and we're like weaving through the crowd. And Jackson puts us in like one of the sections, and I thought we had pretty good seats the first part. And I'm like, this is nice. And then he was like, we're gonna move, and I was like,
well, because the people that he was talking to,
we
got
went
separated from, and so he's like, do you guys want to sit next to them? And I'm like, like, you literally know everybody everywhere. It doesn't matter.
I was like, it doesn't matter where I sit.
He was talking to the people
Linsey.
sitting in front of us at the original seats we were sitting in.
Yes. And then he was like, I know other people were gonna move over there, and we were like, okay. literally, I was like, I don't care where we sit. I'm only gonna know you and him.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
But we get in, we go over there. And the first seats, they were like slightly off center. The second seats were directly behind the goalpost, which, by the way, does not have a net.
I did tell her this when we were watching the last game. I was like, oh yeah, the student section, there's no net behind it.
And I was like, okay, whatever. And then we get there, and I was like, oh, there's not a net. But I was still like, okay, whatever, like, and then the team starts coming out, and Jackson turns to us, and he goes, hey, the balls are going to come flying over here. We have to catch it. And I was like, what? And he was like, when they're kicking, pay attention or you're going to get pelted in the face with a football. I was like, well, I didn't know I was going to be a part of the team. Yeah. What the heck?
That's the fun part is if you can catch it, you get to throw it back down to him.
Yeah. Well, or you have to throw it to the guys up in the stand. But so they start coming out and all the kickers get ready. And he was like, yeah, they're supposed to hit the goalpost so it doesn't hit us. That doesn't happen. And it happened maybe a total of the entire
times.
Yeah, 2 times in the beginning practice and then in the halftime practice. Once per time. And so these balls are flying and like the first couple like soar over our heads. They're like in the back row.
But then they start backing up in the field so they're not making it
as far. But I was like in the beginning I was like, oh no, it's gonna be fine. Oh no, it's like really far back. And then I started getting like, oh, like it's gonna be fine. And then they kept like backing up, and then one came like right next to me, like hit the stairs next to me, and I was like,
and she was like, ah. She turned to me, she's like, why didn't you tell me this was going to happen?
I was like, I didn't know it was going to be this bad. I did not know I was going to be in firing range. Like I understood there was no net, but I didn't think they were going to like shoot the ball directly there. I was like, maybe I'm going to have to worry about it once or twice if they have to kick a field goal.
Yeah.
And then they kicked every field goal, and then
I also wasn't expecting them to get that many touchdowns.
Oh yeah. Because usually we like average 20 points, 20 points, which is like
about a third of this score.
Exactly, which is like maybe 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns with like a good field goal, yeah. And so I'm like sitting there, and once they start backing up, they're like coming directly at us.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, and I was like on high alert all the time. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. That's like what I had to like watch out for. And so we had a plan that we were just going to throw Jackson in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
I was really hoping that the guy in front of me would just stand up if the ball was coming and try to catch it.
Because conveniently, anytime we stood up, the person standing in front of me was tall enough.
The tallest guy in the world.
Like so tall that he stood up, and him standing in the row in front of me, like below, he was still at my height level, so it perfectly blocked the view of the field.
And I had the shortest guy in front of me, so I was fine.
And then I got switched out for a different guy, and it was also another tall guy. And I'm like, what? Where are these people coming from?
And so now the game is starting.
Right.
We get to do our little chants and cheers, and they're doing the yes, and we get to the lights turn off and they're flashing and there's fireworks and there's
and they did the flyover.
Oh, they did the flyover. Jackson told us, he was like, yeah, we live close to an air, or we go to school close to an air base or something, so they usually do a flyover, but they might not do it today because of the weather. And then we were sitting there. It was I think it was after the national anthem.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and they on the screen they project like the flyover, and we're like, oh my god, we're getting the flyover. And I saw 4 lights, and I was like, wow, we get 4 little planes. And then this massive plane flies over. This thing was huge. It was huge.
What plane is it, so people can understand?
It was massive. And I was like, oh, I literally turned to Linsey and I was like, I for real thought it was 4 little planes, but it was just one giant plane.
Oh, I think it's a T-38.
Okay, it's a T-38, perchance, but it was huge.
Oh no, what the heck? It doesn't really matter. Big plane.
Giant plane.
Big plane.
Big giant plane.
And it was like still kind of raining, so like this giant plane emerged from the clouds. And there was just a giant silhouette in the sky.
And it was like dark too. So literally all you could see were the lights until it was like directly over the stadium. That it was just like a silhouette of darkness, and it was massive.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, football, yeah, go Knights. So, and then the game started.
And that's when the touchdown immediately happened.
Like the game, I was like waiting there, and I was asking the questions. I was like, who gets the ball, or which way are we running? Yeah. How do I know when we score? Like that kind of thing. And the game starts, and I'm still asking the questions, and I'm like not even looking at the field.
Yeah, she's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, I hear people start yelling, so I look over to the field, and the guy's running right for us.
Sprinting, and I'm like, what the heck? And then they were like, I was like, what's going on? And then they were like, he's running, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And then we score a touchdown in the first like 10 seconds of the game. It was actually crazy. It was actually insane. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, UCF, go Knights. It was so good. And then like, I didn't know, again, never been to a football game. My all the lights turn off, and there's like fireworks and stuff, and everyone does like a little chant. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, before we get into the stadium, my like knees were already starting to hurt, and I was worried. I kept saying like, man, I'm so worried I'm gonna slip when we start bouncing.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was the bounce house, but I didn't realize it was like the bounce house.
And I was like, she's like, what do you mean? What do you mean you'll slip? I'm like, when everyone starts jumping. She's like, why is everyone jumping? I'm like, why do you think it's called the bounce house?
I knew it bounced, and I knew they jumped, but it just like wasn't connecting. I was like, why are we jumping?
And then like we get the first touchdown, and everyone starts jumping at the same time. And we were like towards the front, so we weren't bouncing that much. But like if you're up at the top, you bounce. Bouncing.
Yes, apparently, allegedly. Again, I haven't.
We'll sit up higher next game.
Okay, good. But I was like, because again, we were the first row, right behind the goalpost, first row. And then we were in the second row.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if you look, we're like right here.
Yeah, if you can see us, we're probably we're right there. But yeah. So I felt the bounce. I was like, oh, the bounce house.
Yes.
Like it was bouncing. And I jumped for like the first couple of times, and then I was like,
yeah, and then you just
my legs
keep jumping.
hurt, my knees hurt, everything hurts, my hips, everything.
It's a workout.
Yeah.
And people just like keep jumping and jumping.
I was like, I don't have the energy for this. Like I was like, guys, it's literally 9:30. What the heck? And so I would just like
remember
feel
all these
the
people
bounce.
are drunk.
Yeah, you're right. So I like would stand there and feel the bounce, and I was like, oh, like, yay, go Knights. And so, but yeah, I really enjoyed.
Oh my god.
Whatever, we're just gonna have this for the rest of it. I really enjoyed the like spirit.
Yeah.
It was really fun. It was really fun because I felt like my school, we didn't really have, again, I didn't have a football team in high school. And so our spirit would be for like the volleyball team. Like people would go to that. And sometimes they'd be like, oh, it was like at like game point, we'd hold up our finger because we only needed 1 point left.
Right,
it was like that kind of thing. Or they'd be like, when someone would like ace, and we'd be like, she's a freshman, and it would be like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
To like taunt the other team. But then this was like, people were like, you can't ref. You suck. Get them off the team. Nobody knows who you are. I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, and they were like screaming at the other team's players. Like you would just like if you see a number, you just scream out their number and be like, you suck, you suck.
And then we'd score a goal, and everyone would be like, UCF, go Knights, and we'd have our little chants and stuff. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I literally didn't know anything, and I was just like following along. Like I would just like clap.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yay, go Knights.
Yeah, she really likes the clapping.
I
part
love
of
the
it.
clapping parts. I don't know anything else except the little like.
Yeah, and we don't even play.
I don't know when that is. I'll describe what I just did. It's like you put your hand in a V and then you kind of like swivel them around and then put it back.
You're supposed to like spell out victory.
We are victory, yay, go Knights. That's basically the song. That's basically what it says.
Right. Yeah.
But usually it's like a lot of clapping and then you go UCF Knights, UCF Knights, go Knights.
Yeah.
And then you go, we are the Knights and we love football. And then this song keeps going. But I was like, they played the entire song the first time they played the entire song. And I did the first little chant.
Yeah.
And then the song continued.
Kept going,
and I was like, I don't know what's next. I didn't know. I thought it stopped right there. And then I had to just figure that out. And then,
sorry, there's like dust on here.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Keep talking.
Anyway, so I figured I think I have most of the chants. I really like the that's another UCF first down.
Yeah.
That was really fun. I really like that one.
You don't like the third down thing?
No, I do, but this is like it gets tiring.
Yeah, because they start it way before the play starts.
Yes. They're still
they're doing
gathering the players and stuff and everyone's like and then they're like showing it on the big screen and then the big screen cuts off and everyone's still doing it and then there's another like good 15-30 seconds before the play starts.
It just keeps
so we just
going.
have to sit there and then my wrist and arm gets tired and I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm like, third down, yeah.
Go third down. And then I like the wait, I forgot what it is. When it's a fourth down.
Oh, the wave thing.
I don't remember what it is. And then we go, I don't even know. It doesn't matter. But that one's okay.
Yeah.
But I really like, as if that's not even like a chant. It's just that's another UCF. First down. I like throwing, and I like clapping.
Yes, yeah. See, the spirit part is really fun.
The spirit part is really fun.
Everybody's into it.
Yes.
And if you're not like into it, you look lame.
Yeah. You look dumb and stupid.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be there. Because everyone, and like, why do you have,
and you should go home. Go home right now.
Okay, but like, seriously, why are you at the game if you're not going to participate?
Literally.
Like, come on. I went to, when I went to FSU, the only other college football game I've been to. Yes, this was so good. Like,
well, I just know that they like blast that every 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, they do. But like in the beginning when the chief comes out and he has his little fire stick and everyone's like, oh, and like the entire stadium is doing it, and then he goes and he like lifts up on his horse and like throws the spear into the ground. Everyone goes, oh, and like throws their arm for it. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, anyway. I really like the chants, if you haven't noticed. Yeah. I really like the chants. I like clapping. I like throwing my arm.
What else can you ask for, really?
Exactly. Seriously.
What time is it? Okay. I was going to say something I forgot. Oh, yeah. And then we decided to stay for the whole game.
Oh, yeah. We weren't going to because we were absolutely dominating. And then we were like, We'll leave after halftime, and then we watched the band perform, and then the game started again. We were like, oh, we can't leave now. And then we were like,
and then they kept scoring.
Well, yeah, and then they kept scoring. And then we were like, oh, we'll leave after third quarter. And then we didn't leave after third quarter. And Jackson was like, I want to watch him hit 70. And then the other team scored, and we never hit 70.
The other team scored, and Jackson acted like we lost 60 points.
Yeah, he acted as if we lost the game entirely.
He was like, this is ridiculous. Like I cannot believe the other team scored. I'm like, they were at 0 until the end of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was really like sad because the announcer, every time we like went to a different quarter, he'd be like, and that brings UCF to 47 and North Carolina A&T nothing.
0.
Oh, he didn't even say 0. He goes nothing. And I was like, ooh. 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 And I told Linsey, I was like, if I was the other team and I heard like literally coming out of the tunnel and I heard the entire stadium go boo. Oh, my morale into
Gone.
the dirt. My like confidence non-existent.
My favorite part is when the team like went into their designated end zone and they started like kneeling down. And you're like, why are they kneeling?
And I was like, what the heck is happening?
They're praying actually. So they pray before some of them.
I was like, what are they doing over there? And then the like other team came and sat in front of our end zone and they like kneeled down and I was like, what? And then they were like, yeah, that's a prayer. And I was like,
they're like, they'll pray that they have like a good game and stuff.
Yeah. One of them like was like kneeling in front of on to the side of the goalpost and he like had his like head against it and I was like, oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
But I was like, what are they doing right? What are they doing now?
Yeah, I forgot like she doesn't know like even like the basic stuff that happens in like football. But like because my mom, like I grew up watching it because of my mom. So like I kind of understand like the gist of what's going on. And then anything I didn't know, I just turned to Jackson and had him explain.
Right.
Because apparently he's knower of all things.
Yeah. He's D1 UCF, D1 football. Not playing.
Well, flag football. He's on the flag football team.
He's D1 flag football. And then D1 knower of UCF football. And D1 people knower too, I guess.
I guess he's just better.
I would have thought. But
yeah.
And then the game finished. And we had to take the longest. We had to walk the frickin' circle.
All the way back.
We were like if the stadium's here and we just walked like the other direction, we would have been at the parking spot in maybe like 15 minutes.
Yeah, but
we had to walk the other way.
Well, yeah, because they shove you out one way.
And
Jackson apparently he said he was migrating at the very end of the game, and then he just like disappeared. And he didn't like tell us to follow, so like we just stood there.
He's just like okay guys, and he like squeezes past us and then he looked back at us and then looked away and kept walking. Yeah. And we were like, okay.
And then I get a text from him, he's like be a cute girl and get a glove. And I'm like, what is this supposed to mean?
What does that even mean? I don't even think he said that. Like when I read the text, it sounded so incoherent and like and I was like, what is that even?
Oh, he said look like a cute girl and get a glove. And I said, what? And he said, I'm at the players' tunnel. Right. And that's the last time he texted me.
And so we were like,
so I walked over the players' tunnel, like eventually after the players started going in, we walked over to the players' tunnel and he's like, yeah, they'll like hand you stuff. And I'm like, well, you should have explained that and I would have followed you.
You should have like grabbed us on the way out and been like, guys, we got to go. They're handing us stuff. Yeah. We would have been like, free
Instead,
stuff.
He said, I'm migrating and just walked away. So I assume he just knew somebody else and was going to talk to somebody.
That's what I thought too. I was like, does he?
Like, is he just saying bye to someone? I don't know.
I was like, okay. And then, and then we left. And then he took us on like a little tour through.
Oh, yeah. We saw the koi pond.
That was so precious.
I didn't know he had a koi pond.
I did not know he had a koi pond. He was like, but we were walking and he was like, do you guys want to see the koi? Or, because we kept saying, I was like, I didn't know the library looked like that.
Yeah.
Because the library.
You've never seen the library from the other side.
I've only seen like the brick side, but like the other side is like these really nice glass like windows and like a roof that's like really cool looking. And I was like, I didn't even know the library looked like that. And then we saw some other buildings and I was like, never seen these buildings before in my life. I was like, I couldn't, we got to like a different bus loop. I was like, I don't even know where this is.
I literally had no idea where we were.
Like, and then he was like, do you guys want to see the koi pond? And I was like, didn't even know that was a thing on campus. And so he took us to the koi pond.
And it was so nice.
The koi pond was really nice. I looked it up. It's like the meditation garden.
Aw.
But it's like it's the koi pond, and then there's another section with like the tree, and then it's right by the Bernadette Honors College. And apparently that's why Jackson knows about it, because he had like classes in there.
Makes sense.
Nerd. Yeah. But we finished that up, and then we walk again. And then I start like knowing where we are, because then we're by my building and I'm like, oh, this is my building. And he was like, oh, you're in the, I don't even know what he called it. I don't even know what my building's called.
Visual arts building.
Oh yeah, the visual arts building. It's called like SFAD. I don't know what the S is for, but the S is there for some reason. It's like S.
Probably somebody's name.
Oh, School of Visual Arts and Design. And he was like, oh, you're in the visual arts building. I was like, yeah. And it's a dungeon in there. It's literally, I'm like, dang.
And then I was like, I have such a nice building.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I had class in there for like a week because the chem building got shut down. And so they shoved him into the arts building for some reason. And the one I'm in is a dungeon, but the other one is like really nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's also the visual arts building, but it's like really nice. And then he was like, yeah, like the school stole like $5,000 to build that thing. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like,
no,
yeah.
He definitely said like way more than that.
Yeah, probably. Oh, did I say 5,000? I meant like 50,000 or 5 million.
Probably millions of dollars. Because they spent like what, 90 million on the stadium?
Yeah, something like that. But I was like, he was like, yeah, I don't really know what happened, but, and then he explained the entire thing to us and we were like, okay. And then we kept walking and I was like, I have a question. What is that? And it's like these like pillars that with like lights on them and like crests.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, that's the frat shrine. I don't know what happened. Nobody knows when it came up. We just woke up one day and it was there.
and he knows everything all the time. He's like, I don't know why it's there. I don't like it. I want it gone.
Yeah. He was like, I literally don't know. It was there. It wasn't there one day and then it was there the next.
And it's just a shrine of a bunch of frats.
And I was like, okay.
And it looks like it's honoring the military or something.
Yes, that's literally what it looks. It's literally like pillars, like stone pillars.
Yes.
With like giant crests in the center, and they light up at night. I didn't know they lit up.
I didn't know they lit up at night.
Because I have to walk through it in the mornings.
Yeah.
And they're not lit up in the mornings, obviously, because there's light. And so in the first day I had to go to class, I was like walking towards the building, and I have to like literally walk through the frat shrine. And I was like, the first time I was like, what is this? I thought it was like another like, if you walk through it, you're gonna die. Like I thought it was like the seal in the student union. Like if you walk on the seal, you're not supposed to graduate. Like that's the whole thing. Like either you don't graduate or it gets like your graduation gets pushed back for some reason. Like that's the.
It's like a myth or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to step on the seal, and so I was like, if I cross the circle, I'm gonna like not.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna
fail everything.
I'm gonna die right now.
Exactly. Like I'm gonna get smited down. Freaking Nitro himself. And so I was like, uh-oh. But I walked through it because I literally, if not, I would have to like go around and like make some weird maneuver. But I was like, okay. And now I find out it's just a frat shrine.
It's just a shrine.
But I was like, okay. And then we went back home.
Yeah.
And went to bed.
Immediately.
Yep. I had some Cheetos because I was still a little hungry.
Oh yeah, I was conked out.
Yeah. I don't even think I took a shower. Oh, the shower was so nice.
The shower was
I took
really
my shower
nice.
and then got out, ate my. I didn't even eat that many Cheetos. I think I had like maybe 4.
Oh,
because I was like, I know I was like nom nom nom, and then I immediately to bed. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I really want to do it again. 10 out of 10 would do it again.
Yeah. Well, 2 weeks from now we're back at home, so.
Yep. Yeah. All right. I don't have anything more.
I don't either.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. And that was Open Mic.
Mic closed.
Linsey and Maile.
Bye.
Thank you.
See ya.
Oh, yeah. Bye.
We'll talk another time.
Yeah. I'm going to cut you off right there.
What? What? No. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't.
Okay.